Excuse me. If I can impress you within the next 30 seconds, can I get your phone number?
I kind of have to go to class.
30 seconds is all I ask.
Alright, go for it.
Okay.
Alright, 7th graders, today we are not going to be learning about pickup lines, but we are going to be picking up our reader. One moment, please. To hook them and lead them into engaging in our essay and being excited. And truth is, 7th graders, you do have about 30 seconds to hook your reader in. Here you go. Your learning target for this station is I can hook my audience with an interesting lead to my paper. Right now, you should be taking out, actually you should have read, the 5 Great Hooks handout. Please take that out now and you're going to use it to follow along. It looks like this, except this one's cooler and in color and has some arrows. Alright, to start off, I just want to tell you, we did learn about this as a whole class mini lesson, but I think it was a bit too much information. So, I wanted to stick to just 5 that I want you to practice. Here we go. The first one, I hope you read the example, is an anecdote. Anecdote is just a really, really fancy word for a short story. Like it says, it can be about your own experience or someone else's, but it should be used to make a point. And in the case of our paper, to prove your theme. Okay? For instance, if you had a theme to tell the truth, if your theme was always tell the truth, you could tell a story about a time maybe you got caught in a lie, or someone you know lied to you. Alright, moving on. A quote. Alright guys, this one is a quote or a quotation. You should be familiar with these, pulling them out in your body paragraph. But you can also get your reader excited about what is going to be in your essay by pulling out an intense quote or actually dropping your reader into the scene. Alright, drop your reader into the scene. Get them excited. Make sure that it's an intense moment. Think of the moment you were most excited as you were reading or something that really got you thinking. That will be the way to drop your reader into the scene. Just a second, kids. What is going on? Sorry. Alright, here we go. The next one. Oh, here we go. Like I said, intense moment. Moving on. Sorry. Okay. 4th, surprising fact. Surprising fact is an interesting piece of information that your readers aren't likely to know. What I want you to do is make sure that this fact is true. Some of you have already done this by looking a fact up that relates to your story. Here's another example relating to the theme of you should always tell the truth. The fact I decided to use is 1 in 5 people lie every 10 minutes. Interesting, huh? The next and final way I would like you to practice is a rhetorical question. A rhetorical question is just a fancy phrase for a question. It is actually a statement in the form of the question. So look at the example on your page. What's more important, driving as soon as possible or saving lives? My example, relating back to the theme of to always tell the truth, my rhetorical question was, have you ever told a lie? Make sure that the question you use in your book relates to the theme and the plot of your story as well. Alright, what I want you to do now is go to the next folder. Step 3, hooks and leads, practice page. Alright. You are going to be practicing now with yourself. And then you're going to find a partner. No, you cannot use Simon Cowell or Paula Abdul, but find somebody in our class You are going to highlight and underline in pink the hook or lead in your own introduction paragraph of your rough draft. Remember, a hook or a lead should always come first because that's basically your pickup line for the paper. All right. Use the handout to help you. Here you go. Identify first what method, if any at all, did you use to hook in your reader. If you started off with in my book or in the book blank, you did not use one of the methods we practiced, so please just put none. Otherwise, identify what you did do and move on. All right, after that, you will be practicing writing 3 additional hooks using different methods to grab your reader in the story. So you're going to practice. Choose off of the page an anecdote, a quote, surprising fact, rhetorical question, or dropping your reader into the scene. You're going to practice 3 of those. Then the voting comes. You are going to star the one you like best. If it's the one that you already have, that's great. But then I want you to find one other person in the class to identify which hook is most engaging and interesting to them. All right? When we conference together, I will talk some over with you, and finally we will decide on which one works best to pick up your reader. Thanks for listening.